Hi and welcome back to my Football Manager save. I'm playing FM19 Beta as Arsenal and it's going pretty well. I think the last game I showed you was the loss to West Ham, which was frustrating is a good way to put it. I think we let the lead go twice. Aubameyang, we went 1-0 up. Yarmolenko, I think, but if I remember right, was a header. And then Aubameyang scored a penalty, and I thought we would probably be able to hold on to that. Nevertheless, Mark Noble and the old Arsenal player Lucas scoring. And I think Jack Wilshere, if I remember right, put in a great performance. Was he man of the match? No, he wasn't. Who got player of the match? Aubameyang, okay. Well, I know that Jack Wilshere played very well himself. There we go. Look at that. 1 assist. Key, 3 key, and 2, I assume that's chances created. Yeah, and key passes. So, great performance from him. I'm surprised he wasn't man of the match in that one. We went on to play QPR. And very little trouble, if I'm honest, from this QPR game. We bossed it from the beginning. Who's M. Ingram? Matt Ingram. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, so 3-0 victory. Eddie Nketiah, Alex Iwobi and Joe Willett. We fielded a very young squad there, with the exception to Lichtsteiner. Another thing to note here, Koscielny coming back and getting his first start of the season, which is great to see him back, the club captain. So, great to see him back. He'll be on the bench today. And yeah, there we go. We went marching on. Following that, Crystal Palace, which I nearly recorded, being that actually in real life Arsenal were going to play Palace today. And I thought, do I record it? But I didn't. And was this the game where there was a really weird goal? One of the recent games, there was a really strange goal. Let me just look at this Lacazette goal, because I've got a feeling it was an odd goal. And I don't know if this... I mean, look, if we conceded a goal like this, I would be furious. But Palace on the attack. Ayew here, who decides, or Maya decides to pass it. There we go, Ayew. Back from that position to one of his centre-backs. And of course, Lacazette intercepted and put it into the back of the net. And that killed the game off, really. I think that was, 54 minutes in, after Arsenal going 1-0 up already. And I would be furious if I conceded a goal like that. That said, I recall another odd goal, perhaps in this game. And it just feels like there's a couple of weird goals going in at the moment. Let me just have a look at this one. No, it wasn't this. Nice goal, that. So that wasn't... There was another odd goal where we basically charged down the defender. Maybe it was Brighton. We've definitely scored a... Yeah, I think it was this one. And we charged down the defender. Really bizarre goal. Not bizarre, but not a goal that I've really scored before in Football Manager. Here you go. Pass back to the keeper. Keeper kicks it straight out. Bang. Strange goal. I'm not complaining, but yeah, just a couple of odd goals that we're conceding and maybe riding our luck a little bit. But in all of these games, again, we're massively outplaying the opposition. And here we are today to play Tottenham in the North London derby. So, what else can I bring you up to speed with? We have had a few players come in. Not without their charms. So we've got one pending transfer for this goalkeeper who looks pretty good. Young, can definitely develop, and I did have a scout report, but I don't know where that's gone. But he looks like he's going to be a good player. Unfortunately, failed in his work permit application, which means that we're going to have to loan him out for next season until he gets a kind of a look in and an opportunity to apply for it, which is very disappointing. But I think I'm going to have to get used to this in this game. Maybe I could have cut the cord and said that I wasn't going to loan him or buy him and save myself the 6.5 million. But I have faith that he can develop. In the meantime, and for next season, what I've done is I've got this player from our youth. I've brought him through to the first team. He's training with the first team, and he might get the odd game. I haven't yet decided. Additional focus on agility and balance. I haven't decided yet if he's gonna get. Certainly, it won't be today. And I've also put him as part of the mentoring stage. And I've put a few mentor groups there. So until he signs his new contract and becomes a first team player, I can't actually officially add him in there. But I'm hoping that it has a positive effect on him. So we're up a little bit up the creek with goalkeepers. Another player we signed is that right back, Simon Astor. Derby were playing hardball, and I ended up looking elsewhere, and I thought for the sake of an extra couple of million we had to meet his release fee, which was 13.75. I even offered 13.5 and they declined that. But for 13.75 I've signed Simon Astor. You can see his stats, so he can definitely get better, and I'm looking forward to seeing him develop. But you can see here, pacey, exactly what you want for a right back. Pacey, okay stamina, that'll improve. He's only 18 at the moment. Good crossing ability, that'll improve through training. Can tackle. His work rate, high work rate. Good at positioning. So yeah, that's where we are with this chap, and even his determination is already quite good. So he is going to sit on the bench today, and the reason for that is that Lichtsteiner has been jaded. It's too early to give him a start, but I feel like if Lichtsteiner looks tired, then maybe we can bring on Simon Astor. So we're going with today Leno in goal, Lichtsteiner, Mustafi, Socrates. It's too early, I think, for Koscielny. He's going to sit on the bench. Kolasinac at left back. Torreira and Diawara in the middle. Lacazette preferred over Mkhitaryan. Mesut Ozil, Alexander Iwobi with... Okay, so we haven't got Welbeck on the bench. I might stick Welbeck on the bench. And Aubameyang up front. It's a home match. It's Spurs. Do I put Welbeck? Over Nketiah? I feel like I do. I feel like we go with Welbeck over Nketiah. And let's work on his movement for a bit. And let's proceed to match. So this is the big one. This is Spurs. We know what we're going to do here. So team talk to everyone. It's going to be passionate because it's a derby game. And I'm going to tell them to put on a worthy display. Everyone seems motivated and up for it. Going to tell Aubameyang that I'm expecting him to finish. Can't have one of his off days. Defence, I'm expecting solid defensive work. And I am expecting you to control the midfield. Let's go for it. Both players come out the Emirates. Both sets of teams, should I say. And we're just going to keep it on the balanced mentality for now. The one change we are going to do, though, is stick again up top. Just put Lacazette on that little inside track there. Tottenham going with a 4-2-3-1 as well, so pretty much matching us, apart from our little formation change. And it's obviously been a very cagey first 10 minutes. Who have they gone with then? Lloris, Trippier, Vertonghen, Rose, Medel, Dyer, Lamella, Ericsson, Ali and Lucas Moura. So no Harry Kane. He must have been injured. I missed that. So who is this Medel? Gary Medel. He looks relatively decent. He's their ball-winning midfielder. Good tackler. High work rate. And they signed him from Besiktas. That must have been in the January transfer window. 31 years old, so coming towards the end of his career. Looks like Arsenal just about getting on top. Lichtsteiner to Ozil. Running forward. Lichtsteiner cuts inside. Diawara. God, he's running through. Oh, okay. But it's a good chance. Let's show some encouragement, shall I? Dele Alli booked. That doesn't surprise me. Really taking the game to Tottenham. And I'm happy with the start we've made anyway. Gary Medel booked. That's a good sign. He's playing in the kind of ball winner destroyer position. On 38 minutes, still no score. Lichtsteiner with the throw. Aubameyang. What's going on here? Aubameyang picks it up again. Ball in. Spurs get it away. No, they don't. Lichtsteiner into Iwobi. Torreira. Iwobi. Torreira. It looks like we're being pushed back. Ozil brings something out. Nice ball out to Lichtsteiner, who can get a ball in, hopefully. Diawara. Oh, he's put it in. It's a beautiful goal. Not quite what I was expecting, but I'll certainly take it. I think the early pressure's paid off. Ozil sprays it out right to Lichtsteiner in oceans of space. I thought he was going to put a cross in. He drags it back to Diawara, who hits it first time. Very Patrick Vieira-esque. I remember a goal he scored against Man United about 1998. There we go. Lichtsteiner's picked up a knock already. Well, I say already. We are nearly at half time. But great clearance from Mustafi. Aubameyang. Diawara. Oof, we lost out in midfield there. Not just before half time, please. Oba. Daft ball that. Keeper gets it clear. Oba. Out wide. Iwobi. Can he finish? Yes, he does. 2-0. And, well, the team talk's going to be a little bit happier than what I first anticipated. I thought we were going to get a game here. And I've got to say that we've come out really well. And 2-0 at half time. Nice. Lichtsteiner's knackered. I was hoping to get to about 60 minutes before putting on Asta. But I feel like we're doing more harm than good. Is it too early to make that change? Lost a lot of possession on the left side of the pitch. Struggled for possession in opposition's half. So, team talk. I'm not going to let you drop your performance. So, yeah, I'm not letting your performances drop. Let's all stay focused at the mission at hand. Am I going to change Lichtsteiner for Asta at half time? I feel like I should. This game is not done. But let's make that change. And I'm also going to change the mentality to be a bit more balanced and bit more cautious. We don't need any more goals to win the game. So let's go with that. And so Asta gets his first, this is his debut. See how well he does. It's a demanding role that he's coming into as well. It's really where a lot of our game comes from. And straight into the action, Asta. Oh, and end of highlight. Asta wins it back. It's good to see. Ozil to Asta. Makes a mug of Danny Rose. So I assume that's Danny Rose, number 3. Lacazette, ball in. Oof. Now who's injured? Okay, Eric Lamela. Well, he can be injured. What are we on? 56 minutes. So 56 minutes in. Let's tell everyone to concentrate. I don't want anyone. Lamela, who's injured. Nice, Asta. Well done. Great interception. Ozil. Iwobi. Asta. Lacazette. Well, I've got to say, so far our right back's looking quite good, isn't he? Our newly signed right back. Torreira, ball in. Socrates. Tottenham making a few changes. We don't need to just yet. Time seems to be going really slow. I don't know if that's just me. Oof, Spurs with a corner. Out. Out. And again out. Aubameyang with his blistering pace is going to run straight at them. Oof, tackle from Danny Rose, to be fair. Right, let's concentrate, like my shout said. Don't let Dele Alli in. Oh, is that a back post header? Not good enough, Arsenal. Not good enough. How many players were there? Ball in. That's poor keeping. Really poor keeping. And now Spurs, right, we've got to do something. We've got to come out the blocks now. Going to go back to positive purely because it feels like we're inviting them onto us a little bit too much. Diawara's looking tired, but having an amazing game. Kolasinac has been booked. Right, okay. I feel like we're better off keeping Aubameyang on than Lacazette at this stage. Tell you what we're going to do. Forget that. Granit Xhaka is coming on. Diawara is playing in the deeper role as a ball-winning midfielder. And he's going to sit there. Torreira is playing in that position and Xhaka is playing in a box-to-box role. We're going to have those two up front. We're on 82, 83 minutes. Okay, hopefully that should see us through. Have we made 3 subs? No. So we've got one more sub that we can make, and it's going to be... Everyone's looking knackered. If I could swap my left back, I would. We're going to take Laka or Ober off. Taking Lacazette off, I think. Just because Ober's got a bit more pace. We're going to play Mickey in there. Isn't it inside forward in support mode? Hopefully will just give us a little bit more protection. 87, 88, 89, 90. 5 minutes of added time. Where the hell did that come from? 92, 93, 94. Spurs highlight, but that's the 95th minute. Is that it? And for a game that we absolutely dominated, just 1 goal at the back post, and it caused all sorts of panic amongst, well, me. Another win against the old enemy. Well done. That was a good win for us. Disappointed about the second half. I feel like I need to say something about his keeping. I'm not going to say it. Let's just enjoy the victory. Lichtsteiner injured. Arsenal triumph. Pochettino troubled by rival defeat. Asta makes debut. Yeah, what was his end? 6.9. I think that's harsh. 2 chances created, 2 key. I thought he did very well when he came on. Diawara, our player of the match. But we absolutely battered them again. "17 shots to Tottenham's 4. 7 on target against their 2. 9 off target. I mean, that could be anything. Clear-cut chances, 1. That shows you how cagey the game was. Just about had the edge on possession. Corners, fouls. So all these shots off target then. Spurs obviously attacking the wings and Arsenal going through the middle. Most amount of ground covered. So it would have been the right back. Lichtsteiner with 7, Astor on 7.3. Kolasinac quite close, to be fair. Danny Rose with 8 mistakes. 33% tackles, 1. Weird, because he's not bad at tackling. He's not amazing, but he's not bad. Right, shots. So they had 1 header. And there are not too many shots outside the box. I mean, when you look at a stat like that, then you say, well, maybe we're shooting too much from outside the box. Let's just see Arsenal. I think a lot more work on chance conversion. It's worrying how few. So I'm gonna take a look at our training and keep penciling in chance conversions, because I feel like that's the way forward. Aubameyang's done well in training, but we're not hitting the shots off. We're not getting the so there's a lot of outfield training scheduled. So let's change this one. Let's be technical and chance conversion. I want as many chance conversions as possible. We've already got one in there, 2 in there. We need to start putting these opportunities away. So 2 in chance conversion. But other than that, a great result. And what does that result do to us? It puts us, or keeps us top. With Chelsea, when are Chelsea playing? So they've got Huddersfield today. And Newcastle have got Southampton away. So I might as well, while I'm on camera, and while I've got this recording, keep that going. Chelsea and Newcastle. And next up for us is Newcastle, which I will record and play as well. Huddersfield beat Chelsea by the looks of things, 3-1. Just in the bottom of your screen. And Newcastle 1-2-1. But I'll take that Chelsea result happily. So Huddersfield 3, Chelsea 1. Emerson sent off in the 71st minute. The damage was done anyway by then. Meaning that our 13 games to go. We've got a little gap. When I say a little gap, we've still got to play Newcastle. Cannot hide delight, of course. Remove him from our shortlist because we don't really need him. And there you have it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Great result that. And with Newcastle just round the corner, hopefully Hector Bellerin will be back by then. He's out for 1 to 2 days, but it all depends on his physical condition. Otherwise, it will have to be our new signing starting again because Lichtsteiner will not be ready. So a bit of a headache we've got for the next game at right back when it's such a crunch game as well. Mustafi and Socrates, Sayed Kolasinac will probably start. And it's not much. There's no point in changing anything apart from potentially the goalkeeper after his error. But we'll come back to that. So thanks very much for watching and see you soon when we have the Newcastle game, which is a crunch top of the table game. Thank you very much. Bye bye.